What should be the content, in your opinion, of the school curriculum?
I think the school curriculum content should be wide enough to expose people to many different things, because we don't know what we don't know, and it's hard to know what we're good at or interested in if we're not exposed to it. So it should be wide enough to expose us to many different things, so we can say, I like this, don't like this. And then in addition to the breadth of it, obviously we need a depth of information on some basic math and science and English and those sort of things. I think that every well-educated person, needs.
Okay, well said. Who should control the learning environment?
I guess in the classroom level, obviously the teacher should. You know, I think I'm in control, should be in control, try to be in control of the tone of my class. And that's something that's important to me, is to try to set the proper tone that's conducive to learning.
Okay. What should be the relationship of teacher and students?
Mentor, guide, helper, challenger, someone to assist, to push, not friend, but I should try to know my students so that I can learn their individual strengths and weaknesses and try to challenge them in areas that I think where they need to be challenged. I think the scope of things that I should work on are much larger than my textbook, my curriculum, and oftentimes we have many teachable moments just about life. Because to me, beyond the course that I teach, I want our folks to turn out to be good, responsible citizens, so I can address many things as teachable moments occur.
Okay. Mr. McCutcheon, under what conditions is student learning most successful?
I think it's successful when obviously there's a desire by the student, a desire obviously by the teacher. You know, as a teacher, I'm motivated, I'm challenged, because I want to take students from where they are and I want to grow that. I try to set up the situation where the student trusts me to know that I know better than they do what they need to know. And if they'll trust me, then they'll allow me to challenge them in a proper way. So I think I try to develop a good rapport.
Okay. What motivates students to do their best in school?
I think a lot of times it is the rapport that I was just talking about, because I think education is personal. And I think I try to have, as much as I can, individual knowledge about every student. And as I can learn about them, if they'll trust me, then maybe I can motivate them. You know, it depends on the student too. Some students can come to you already self-motivated. They may get it from home, they may just have that internal drive, and if they do that, that's great. But if not, or a lot of the students that I see don't come with that. So I want to try to awaken that spirit and do the best that I can in the time that I have with them.
Okay. Mr. McCutcheon, what is your definition of effective teaching?
Effective teaching, I guess, that would be the end result of learning. You know, that actually learning has taken place at the end, or they know more at the end than when we started. And that's what I try to focus on, I guess, is the end result, the learning, and maybe we have to try some different ways to get there, some methods, you know, different methods to get there. But my focus is on, I guess, on the learning at the end of the day, the end of the week, the semester, the end of the year.
Okay. Lastly, Ms. McCutcheon, what personal characteristics are possessed by successful teachers, in your opinion?
I think as a successful teacher obviously has to have knowledge about their content area. I think you have to have a desire. I think you have to have a love and a care for kids, and just a general desire to want to take them from where they are to where we know that they need to be. A passion for it. You have to have a lot of determination. And sometimes you have to have a short memory so that if you have a bad day, you need to be able to put that behind you so that tomorrow you start off as a brand new day. And maybe you have to have 180 new days together and string those together and call that a year. So I think it takes a lot of characteristics. You have to be organized because everything that we do has to be so deliberate, so intentional, to get the result that we need to get. So it's, I don't know, to me it was a calling, and hopefully teachers are called.
Okay. And I know that was supposed to be the last question, but this is just one. What to you makes a successful school?
Certainly one that's student friendly in the sense that we're focused on the education of the students. We try to realize and boil it down to what's really important. Why are we there? And I think that a successful school is certainly going to focus on student output, but it's going to make it easy for the teachers to do their job. That we're all, just laser focused on why we're really there, and that we develop the spirit or the sense of cooperation and teamwork on the things that we can control, and we can certainly control ourselves, the teachers, and the school, and the students while we're here.